Welcome to the Charbon Report. I'm Michael A. Charbon. Today's title, Domestic Invasion versus Mass Deportation. On January 28, 2021, a presidential executive action ended America's ability to protect its sovereign border, triggering the largest mass illegal invasion in the history of America, which continues to date. Powered by transnational criminal cartel organizations enriched by, get this, $13 billion per year, millions have penetrated America. A November Homeland Security congressional report, they estimated that 16.8 to 29 million illegal aliens live in America. Illegals who are predominantly economic migrants, mostly uneducated and indigent. They don't have any cash. Many of military-aged single males from 170 countries, many nefarious to America with known ties to, guess what? Terrorism. It's reported over 26,000 military-aged Chinese nationals and some 12,000 Russians are in America now, unvetted, unscreened, and invisible. So serious a situation that the FBI stated on the record that a domestic terrorist attack is at imminent risk. At stake, infiltration and sabotage of critical national infrastructures like public power installations, critical water, transportation, and communication facilities, all in peril of terrorist attacks. To America's health, the effect has realized increases in a variety of contagious diseases by unvaccinated aliens not seen in years. Jumps in measles, influenza, polio, tuberculosis, syphilis, gonorrhea, diphtheria, rubella, and parasitic infections are on the serious rise, while thousands continue to die from cartel-funded fentanyl. That's your health card. Imagine, this is COVID Part 2 brewing in America. It's the depletion of critical social services, unpaid public health, hospital treatments, medications, housing, food, public schools, education, and police enforcement, just to name a few. So what's the ballpark of this catastrophic mess? They figure it's only about $450 billion. Think of this, $500 billion just for starters. So what happens when the cash runs out? You know, when the illegals are denied their free federal services of food and lodging? A crime wave for survival of the absolute desperate of desperate. It'll become an unmanageable, unproportionable crime wave. The establishment of illegals in brand new ghettos where they all live together, organized criminal gangs trying to get money in the only way that they can. It's going to be societal chaos. Do you want to own a retail location at this time? Not really. That's going to result in unprecedented armed guards for protection, secure zones, no-go zones. I mean, it's going to be like South Africa. And Americans are going to be forced to arm themselves for simple protection. So for context, sanctuary states, they've already got skyrocketing crime rates and unsafe streets. Guess what? They're the top 5 debt-ridden states in America. Who, might you ask? New York, New Jersey, Illinois, Massachusetts, and good old California. Imagine taxes in those locations if anybody's going to still be living there, and who's going to pay that debt? America. So let's talk about California's 2022-2023 budget. Yeah, they're only $68 billion in yearly deficit. $68 billion. California shows you foreshadowing of images of ski mask flash mob robberies, carjackings, and home invasions, where companies have abandoned inner cities like San Francisco, where retail locations are abandoned, while others who still have the guts to stay tell their employees it's not safe to go outside for a lunch, as drug-infected zombies hang lifeless in streets full of needles and feces. Oh, New York spends about $1.4 million per day to house illegals. Yeah, try and get a hotel in Manhattan. This as images of late of gangs of illegals beating police officers in Times Square. Let's go there. Chicago, yeah, their airports and police stations, they're busting full of illegals, costing millions to feed and house daily. America, how much more of this can you take? CBP officials, they state an immediate remedy only requires, guess what? A signature. Not a vote, not legislation, not debate, a signature. Rescind the executive order. Empower ICE to deport upon capture and enforce existing immigration laws. This signature alone would stop the flow by 70%. That's just stopping the flow. That's not solving the situation. Just stop the flow. But sadly, the current administration, now, there's no sign that there's going to be any signature coming from 1600 Pennsylvania Boulevard. Their solution? Well, it's been speculated that their solution is collective amnesty, mass citizenship, immediate work visas, driver's licenses, and of course the most important, voter registration for 29 million. Imagine that. So, what's the real solution? It's painful images. It's drastic action and really severely hard upfront costs. But a remedy many Americans believe necessary to protect their beloved country and restore the rule of law and what American citizenship was at one time. Basically, there's only one solution. It's the world's largest domestic deportation. So here is my humble action plan. Little stupid old me, Mr. Nobody. Month number 1, increase police budgets and hire more police in these sanctuary cities if they'll take it. Announce all registered DACA members are given a path to citizenship with a multi-step fast-track process with no fear of deportation. DACA people should not be and never should be considered for deportation. That has to be first and foremost. Immediate reinstatement of remain in Mexico. Eliminate catch and release. Reinstate the powers of ICE to detain and arrest anyone in America illegally. And immediate deportation upon arrival. Come to the border, see you later, you're done. Eliminate appeals using taxpayer-paid lawyers to impede deportation. Create simple wording and decisive action for those in America illegally. Enact the anti-anchor baby law, where no illegal alien given birth in America has guaranteed citizenship for them or their child. Can you imagine if that would still exist, what would be happening? Establish a federal law that ski masks and balaclavas that completely conceal the face of one's identity in retail places and public enclosures and private enclosures is illegal and considered a criminal tool of crime and arrestable on sight. Stop no cash bail. No bail, go to jail. Then issue a 1-month voluntary self-identification of illegals. Think about this, self-identification. They bring themselves forward, and those who present themselves will receive a relocation check. You have to give them some money. Have no criminal record and are deported to their country of origin forthwith. Month number 2. Now here's the hard part. This is where the painful stuff starts to happen. Implementation of what I call ADDP, ADDP, the American Domestic Deportation Program. Anyone caught in America illegally will be detained, charged, DNA documented, and deported forthwith with no appeal. You're done. You're guilty. Sanctuary states not participating, they will have that free will. They will experience waves of mass illegals, resulting in economic and social implications, of their cities, and inevitable tax-paying citizen revolt. That will solve itself. It's going to be ugly. ADDP images of temporary detention camps will be painful. And many in the media, I can just imagine, I can hear them now, yada, yada, yada. They're going to make great hay and money of this painful solution. But the alternative America of inaction will cost trillions and trillions over decades and result in the irrevocable destruction of America's economy, public safety, and the life and lifestyle that you live in today. Sadly, like cancer, consider it like cancer, America must take action regardless of party lines to permanently remove the threat and realize a cure with ADDP, America Domestic Deportation Plan. This is for the survival of the democracy and one of the greatest united states of America. I welcome your solutions. Please, go ahead. Tell me what you're going to do. How are you going to deal with 29 million and what it's going to cost? Please like and share, subscribe, leave a comment below. Go to thecharbonreport.com for more episodes wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Michael A. Charbon. God bless and stay safe.